Alright, now you know that this is only going to be executed if this comparison returns true. You are ready to understand how this statement ELIF works, alright? And basically ELIF stands for else if. So if this is true, do this. If this is not true, nothing happens, right? But if we type ELIF colon and hit enter, and in this case press tab, we can do another thing here, all right, based in another condition. So between the ELIF and the colon, the same way that it is in between if and colon, we can write another condition. So this condition here basically evaluates if the age of the person is greater or equals to 18 to decide if the person can drive, all right? But if the person is not older than 18, but this person has a driver's license because this person was emancipated, for example, the parents signed a document that allows this person to drive even if this person is a minor, right? It happens. Here in Brazil it happens. I don't know if this happens for driving, but anyway, in some country it happens, all right? So let's put some data here to use emancipated, and I guess that's how you say this in English, but I think you are getting what I'm trying to say here. Emancipated, true. Is emancipated. Let's improve this, all right? Yes, it is. So we can check this option. Is emancipated. And as I taught you in the last lesson, when you compare something, if the data is Boolean, you don't need to do like this, equals true, you know? If you only put the variable or the constant that is a Boolean, it's like it's implicit, okay? So you don't need to change, so you don't need to write the comparison explicitly, right? So if it's emancipated, you can drive. All right, let's print and see what happens. Now you can see that Felipe can drive, but Felipe is 15. Felipe is not older than 18. Okay, but we tried to evaluate this. This was false, but right after we went out, this happens. It evaluates this. Let's try some debugging here to see what happens. So let me add the breakpoint. In fact, I'm adding the breakpoint here. F5, Python debugger, Python file. Let's wait for our debugging to start. So I just added the breakpoint. We can see that it stopped here, right? So let's step over. It is evaluating. The age is 15. You can see that when you debug with variables and constants, it shows us here the real value. So right besides the condition, we have the real value. Age is 15, right? So let's jump. It basically skipped the line 10, right? Because this returned false. And if this returns false, what's inside of this block is not going to run, right? It's going to be ignored. so it was ignored. We went to the line 11, and here we are checking if this person is emancipated, and if it is, we are going to print here. And remember, if it is basically is emancipated equals true, but as we know, when we are evaluating booleans, we don't need to check explicitly if it is equals true. We can just put the data, all right, and implicitly it evaluates if it's equals true. All right, so let's step over, and you're going to see that it is going to run the code that is inside of this block, because it returned true. All right, and it's going to print. Okay, so that's how the ELIF, that stands for else if statement, works. These are some of the real interviews that I recorded to show you how real companies interview developers from inside. Use them to prepare for real interviews and get the job of your dreams. Go to matosacademy.com or click the link below.